Hello, a beautiful High Vibe tribe. Thank you for waiting for me. I hope everybody is well. Let me know in the comments, in the chat, if you can hear me. If I'm here, if you can hear me, see me. Super grateful to be here. Welcome to the party, the Quantum Galactic Akashic Record download and transmission for this full moon lunar eclipse and the crazy energy. So aloha, Ruth, I see you. There's a few people that are also on live. I can see everybody as well. Welcome. My name is PinkBella. Aloha. I'm grateful to be here and bring in a Galactic Alliance transmission for all of us for this very powerful. This month, energy is off the scales and I'm truly feeling it. So before we even get, this will be the group quantum live reading for us all today. Can everybody hear me? Can someone type in the chat and let me know you can hear and see me okay? And we're ready to rock and roll. And thank you for everyone who watches this on replay as well. So this will be like part one of the eclipse season. The gateway is fully open. Let me just see. Ruth, I can see you. Can you just let me know if you can hear me and see me okay? That would be great. Thank you. Good. Everything's good. Thank you so much. All right. Perfect. Okay. So for those of you who watch this later or aloha Laura who chime in and watch this later, we are in eclipse season, but I want to tell you this month is off the scales. You can go back and watch the previous two videos. I did an overview for all of March, but for those of you who are new to my channel, welcome, and all my regulars. I actually live on a very powerful vortex, and I have a mountain Stargate behind me, and the energy yesterday, unbelievable. I had to do so much to ground, nervous system off the scales. It took me, I think, all afternoon before I got back into my body. So if any of you are feeling the intensity, it is real wherever we are. And that means that all the stargates, all the ley lines, everything is lit up right now around the planet. We are receiving, light code activations from our sun and great central sun. I saw that there was at least one M-class flare reported this morning. There could have even been more since before I showed up for all of you. And the Schumann resonance as well. We're going to talk about that because that's been off the scales too. There's been timeline jumps and blackouts and all sorts of things. If any of you share where you're from, how the energies are for you, and what's been going on for you, because we're all at different parts of the planet, but we're all feeling so much. And I have to share with you all, I have not felt like this for years. Like I can't even remember the last time I felt the energy so intensely. So we have the full moon blood lunar eclipse. The gateway is open and it will be officially, so I'm on the West Coast, I'm on PST time zone. It's going to be in the middle of the night for most of us, especially here in North America. It's also going to impact when they show the eclipse and they show it going over, the path of the eclipse, North America, Central America, South America, Mexico. So we're getting impacted big time. What does that mean? It's a karmic reset. The lunar eclipse is a full moon, blood moon in Virgo. And Virgo is about our health. It's about our physical body. It's definitely rewriting everything. I also have a wellness check. I'll be doing that for the little mini readings. By the way, we're going to be doing mini readings after this session. You all can come and watch. It's still a party and enjoy the messages that come in for everybody today. And I'll be doing a wellness check. I have a wellness check of like 30 plus items that I'll be scanning what the main one is for those individuals for the eclipse. For this group, out of all 30 wellness checks, the main one for this eclipse, massive DNA upgrade. As a matter of fact, the Galactic Alliance said 300% through this portal. So it's not just a lunar eclipse. It's not just a super full blood moon. It is a DNA recoding. And that's what we're experiencing right now. We also have, Virgo is my rising sign as well. We also have we have two retrogrades. We're in Venus retrograde, a Mercury retrograde. We're basically in it. It'll be official tomorrow, but we have been in it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So bear with me if I'm feeling much better today, but that was another thing I find when Mercury goes retrograde, like my wires get crossed. It takes me about 24 hours. So everything's aligned and I'm able to share with you all and speak properly. So that's big. I would say key chakras, root chakra is huge right now. many of us, to manifest and create the life that we want, to even use this portal to jump to our timeline, we need to be grounded. So even working on a root chakra, like listening to a root chakra meditation, doing anything that we can to ground, spend time in nature, of course, hydrate, sea salt baths, super important this week, and do what is called to alleviate your nervous system, to balance your nervous system, to bring sort of like, there's this anxiety and stress level that comes in with eclipse energy, and I can feel it. And the great analogy is the Wizard of Oz, the tornado. We're entering in a tornado. So if you feel any of that, you could be feeling it collectively. It could be ancestral imprinting. It could even be something from childhood where you went through eclipse portal and no one had sort of explained it. It would be like going through anything really big, where it kind of moves our nervous system up to like something doesn't feel right. So that's kind of where we're heading. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. I pulled some cards last night because I'm going to be doing my live with Rob a little bit different tomorrow. I'm going to be going live on one of my Facebook pages instead of YouTube because I'm doing the YouTube lives today. So you can check out that. I just did a little live to test it, and I pulled some cards for us already, and then we'll build from that. So we'll talk about the eclipse. We'll talk about everything that we need to know. And welcome back, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting that like button as well. And we'll talk about the eclipse. We're going to talk about solar flares, our DNA upgrades, and basically the root and the crown chakras, or key chakras right now, that are counterbalancing each other. And I'll pull some more messages. So yeah, so let's say hi to everybody. So grateful to be here live with you all. It's going to be a bit of a shorter live today just because I'll be doing a longer live with the readings. Can I figure out what's going on here? Here we go. Welcome, Ruth in Nova Scotia. Good to see you. Hope you are well. Thank you for being here. Welcome, Laura. Grateful that you're here as well. Welcome, Margot Lynn. Yes. Lots of, that could be another emotion that's sort of helping us to shed old timelines. Would be tears. Anger is another one that sort of comes up for everybody. Welcome, Tampa Bay, Florida. Good to see you. I'm from South Wales. I've been feeling intense. Also got an ear infection. Yeah, I would say for me personally, the upper areas are getting cleared. Like I had a coughing this morning. Many of us have not been feeling well. The upper crystalline structure, as it's upgrading and becoming crystalline, we can create, or we can have our body create this energy that needs to be cleared out through. It will look like a virus. It will look like something that's, pushing us down. It forces us to take different things. It forces us to rest. But our bodies are miracles, and they excrete old belief systems and programs and old density through the release of these fluids, including mucus. It's pretty interesting, actually. And again, yes, everything that we're recording today is for entertainment purposes only, of course, just to raise the high vibe of this tribe. Okay. Oh, I love this. Buffalo, New York, Niagara Falls, try fasting, eat, chew 2 cloves, very cleansing. Yeah, I've been cleansing in a different way. This energy, sometimes I feel like cleansing. Other times I have to eat more different types of food to stay grounded. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But yes, if you're called to cleanse. If you're called to, you need food to stay grounded, do that as well. And I love this, Margot Lynn, because we just did a big piece of the grid work. And we actually did a big piece for Niagara Falls in the Buffalo, New York area. So that's really interesting that you're here today. I love that. Let's see who else wants to come in. Aloha, Christine. Good to see you. Hope everything is well on the East Coast. I've been hearing cool sounds of late. I see my dragon appear in my room and heard a cool going sound. Thank you, Sebastian. Oh, the dragons are so active right now. I love it. Ruth, she's slowly improving. Yeah, Ruth, I did a scan for you. Ruth is the first reading up. Your everything viral is completed. So there's another piece of information that will come in for you today. So that's cool. Okay, so let's talk about this eclipse. So eclipses are, there's a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse that come in together. So this is a full moon lunar eclipse, which is a time to clear and release. It's a great time to clean. It's a great time to detox, including detoxing our bodies, digital detox, home clearing. It's also, you may need more rest. I've been finding since we changed the clocks on Sunday, I have been waking up super early and getting a lot of things done. That's the other thing, because we're in Mercury retrograde, and this energy is all about getting our lists done. So you might have surges of energy to start working on things, especially between the corridor. So we have a corridor from this week until the new moon solar eclipse is on the 29th of March. So I'll bring in more information about that as well. And we'll be building towards that once we get through this eclipse portal. So just think of the day. What I was given was sort of keep setting intentions and do all the work up until going to sleep. The eclipse will be here in North America. It will be in the middle of the night. So before you go to sleep on the evening of the 13th, it's going to happen a few hours after that. It's basically everything's going to get reset. And then everything will sort of reboot and restart the morning of the 14th. So that's cool. And it's in Virgo. And Virgo is about the earth. It's about our root chakra. It's about grounding and our physical health as well. So through this portal, through this time period, and Mercury retrograde is about that as well. Mercury's not just about technology. It's about us cleaning our physical body and making changes around that as well. Slowing down a little bit, right? So we all need that. So being in Virgo, which is an earth sign, I also have a rising sign of Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is also going to be retrograde. So this is going to be a big focus on the next couple of weeks of us strengthening our health and creating new patterns, new choices around what we want to do moving forward. So, we're moving into another level, another higher vibration. So moving into maybe I need to stop taking this and doing this, right? So there might be some new things to add to a smoothie. You might be changing things up a little bit or being guided to change things up a little bit. Okay. This total lunar eclipse occurs at 23 degrees Virgo. And of course, that's mutable by Mercury, which will also be retrograde. It's a karmic cleanse, and there's going to be information that comes forward for all of us, including out there in the world, to shine more light and the truth on many scenarios for the next couple of weeks. Mercury retrograde as well usually brings up the truth, and it also will. So it's not just about things breaking down. It's about us making new choices and creating new patterns. And I always use this as an example. So go to the store to go pick something up. They don't have it. It's sold out. Go the second time, still sold out. So we get redirected, maybe to try something new or go to a different store. So you see how, like, if we have this groove of doing things in a particular order, we get redirected to do something in a new way. And how I always know too, I'm on a new timeline. If I go into the store within 24 hours, everything's moved around. So that's a good example of knowing that we're on a timeline. And we have done a massive timeline jump the last few days, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. So this is like a spring cleaning, as well as we're heading into between the two eclipse corridors. The sun will be changing through the equinox. Spring here in the northern hemisphere, fall in the southern hemisphere. So that's always a big timeline jump and powerful energy as well. Plus the sun will be moving into Aries, and many feel that Aries is the true beginning of the year. So we're really getting a fresh start on all levels. And we actually have like this triple power going on. This doesn't happen every year. So March right now is the most powerful month astrology wise to really get us jump started and moving in new directions. And we're clearing and decluttering, which is what I love to do, because I love decluttering our Akashic records as well. So that the information that I'm bringing in today will help us declutter what we need to know. Now, the lunar nodes also changed in January. That's it. The lunar nodes changed from and entered Pisces and Virgo. I couldn't remember. So the blood moon will be impacting the south node of Virgo, which is where we're coming from. And it's a karmic cleansing as well. So there might be people, places, things that come into your life the next couple of weeks, tidying up loose ends, emails, notes. I've already been working on that. I've been revamping. I've been cleaning out my email. I've been cleaning out my social media. I'm trying new things. I've been changing up my website and my offers and all of that. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to come out of this next 3-week period, especially that new moon solar eclipse is basically 29th, 30th of March, and then boom, we're into April. So it's going to be a very fast-paced month. So yeah, let me just see. Is there any? Let's see how everyone else is doing. Aloha Gladys in Ohio. Margot woke up at 2:22 a.m. Yeah, we're going to be getting lots of dreams as well, everyone. So pay attention. I find when we go into Mercury retrograde, we get a lot of dreams anyway. We do a lot of healing and clearing, and messages come to us. We don't always remember our dreams, but you may get messages from your team through dream work. Okay. All right. So these are the 3 cards that I pulled yesterday through that little mini live. And that's, yeah, that's exciting. So I'm excited to shift up to some different platforms. And just a reminder that all of my social media are in the description box below. The really sensitive deep dives now, I've moved over to Rumble. So you want to check that out. I'll be sharing new intel there tomorrow. And what else is new? Yeah, for the live with Rob, that information is quite sensitive. So I'm going to, he's going to be on Rumble, and I'm going to do that on my Starseed page on Facebook. So I will post the link for that tomorrow morning as well. Okay. Yes, if anyone, you see this now, later, super duper offers for sessions and packages right now for this time frame in our lives. So if you need assistance, guidance, check out as well. My website and my email are below, as well as there's one spot for the mentorship program that has opened. Okay, Soul Star activation came in. So this is connected to our Akashic records. So that is the karma. Our Akashic records is our story. It's a book carrying the information from all lifetimes that we came in to heal and clear in this life, including ancestral imprints and soul contracts, including anything that may be impacting us now, like the fall of Atlantis. So the Soul Star came in. So this is a very powerful time. This is why we're going through like the retrograde period, which is a revisit, a relook at patterns. And this is to help us remember who we are. It's like like I said, we're cleaning house. We also got the Great Central Sun. So this is amazing. This is confirming solar flares, DNA activations, downloads with new insights, and of course, ideas for receiving abundance codes and ideas to generate and create abundance. And then the 3rd card we got was the Sirius Star Blessings, which I love, that's where our Great Central Sun is in the Sirius Star System. And we have our Galactic teams with us today. They're here. They're saying we're going to be doing more and being given more for our missions. So I'm just going to ask them to come in and let me know when the Galactic Akashic records are open for us today, so I can bring in some more information. Beautiful. So I think what I'll do is, where do you want me to go first? Okay, they're letting me know to talk about the solar flares and the Schumann resonance, because I know sometimes there's a lot of us know about it, but some beautiful souls that are new here don't know what the difference is. So, and they are both a representation of the massive amount of light that we're absorbing, which, by the way, everyone, with DNA upgrades, it's also impacting our nervous systems, which is why if you're feeling a bit frazzled, if you're feeling the energies like I was yesterday, that's when you have to re-navigate and move towards taking care of your nervous system and making sure you're feeling calm. Okay. That's the best way. That's the best way to look at this eclipse portal, is that you can imagine it's a gateway, a golden gateway to your next timeline of reality, and you want to remain calm through that process as well. So what's the difference? So the solar flares obviously come from the sun and the Great Central Sun, and they are high frequency light codes that come in to activate our DNA, which is what we're going through right now. I did see representation, like I said, of an M-class flare. I'm sure that there's going to be more from now through the full moon eclipse portal by the end of the week. The Schumann resonance has also been all over the map. I've been posting about that as well. It was 100 hertz like 2 days ago, which is massive. So that is a representation of Earth, of Gaia, of her heartbeat. She's sharing with us, this is the amount of light that I'm absorbing, and I'm also sending it to all of you. So you can see that the solar flares are impacting our higher chakras down to our crown chakra, and then the Schumann resonance is impacting our root chakra. And so that's why we want to do whatever we can to make sure that we are feeling stable and calm, which right now is the priority for sure. So we have all of that. We also had a blackout a few days ago, and that usually is a process of a complete reset, which is a representation as well of what the eclipse is doing. It's a complete zero reset and an opportunity for like to basically everything is getting rebooted. We're getting rebooted. The earth is getting rebooted, and the collective Akashic records and the collective are being rebooted. It does impact our animals, and it's impacting all of our family and friends, even if everyone's not aware of it. All right, so I'm just going to ask them to open up the Akashic records and let me know if there's anything else that we need to know for this process today. Ancestral realm. I'll just pull a couple of cards and then I'll do some Galactic Tarot for us. Halls of learning. Venusian Galactic Council. That's super interesting because that's connected to the Venus retrograde. Okay. For the ancestral realm. So we're not only, so some of the, so when I do this work and for myself, I did a big piece on the weekend, everyone. I did, and the message I got was the bigger timeline that we want to level up to, the bigger piece that we want to move into our new reality, whatever we would like to create, whatever we're seeing through the doorway. There might be a big piece that needs to be cleared out. So there was a huge barnacle that I cleared out on the weekend, and it was massive. It went all the way back to when I was a soul incarnating. So that was also like, there was, we receive imprinting from everything we've gone through in this life, but also from our ancestral realm. So some of the patterns that you all might be clearing may be connected to ancestral imprinting that you received when you incarnated on this planet, and we were clearing that karma as well, healing the lineage and boundaries as the message. Okay, I love that. Think about the eclipses like this gateway, or this doorway that we're going through. Okay, then we have the halls of learning, which is basically another expression of the Akashic records, and also confirmation of initiations and lessons that we have learned to help us move through and experience something new. So the Venetian Galactic Council, like, Venus is in retrograde. So this is super interesting, very much connected to the divine feminine. The message from them is that this process that can feel very uncomfortable right now, especially with the two planets retrograde and the eclipse, is to bring more of our divine gifts online to heal our heart chakra, which is our Stargate system, connected to our higher self and our guides and source. And that we're going to be receiving a lot of insights and downloads around our new direction. We all sort of like, we have these pockets of, we're working on projects and getting our lists done and working on mission. And then now we're at a process of like, well, where would you like to go to next? So that's what they're saying. They're saying, this is going to make us all shiny and bright. Oh, I love that. Okay. What else do we want to go to next? Yeah, let me all know if you have any questions as well. And I'll see if I can answer something before I go. Okay. Discernment came in. Discernment, super important right now. Vega, Fearless Journey 13. A lot of healing right now for Lyra and Vega systems that have fallen in the past. And many of our really triggering points are multidimensional from these systems, but discernment is super important too. So I find with the energy being so powerful, it is important to withdraw from a lot of noise if you can. So we all have things we need to do during the day. So meditation is important, nature is important, and to discern where you're spending your energy. I love that. I love that the Vega Lyra piece came in. It's been coming in a lot with clients too. Pillar of light. Wow. Yeah. So, I work with the chakra system, but a lot of you just work as a pillar of light, and all of it is relevant because I find the chakra system sort of unpacks, or energy gets stuck when our pillar of light sort of breaks down and we're doing a healing and clearing, or our karmic release, or we're releasing patterns. But they're also letting me know, this is the DNA upgrade, that we're going to be feeling that DNA pillar of light coming in, connecting us both to Gaia and to Source. I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, let's do some Galactic Tarot. Hi, Stanton. Nice to see you. Oh, Laura left your family home and feels so empowered. Yeah, that's a big energy. Good for you. Okie dokie. Just have a little sip. I hope everybody is doing well. How are y'all doing through the energies? Let me know. All right, let's do some Galactic Tarot. And then I brought in the unicorns. The unicorns wanted to come in today. They're very positive energy. So they want to bring a message of positivity for all of us if any of you are going through tough times right now. All right, so right off the bat, we have number 5, emotional loss. So that would be the healing of anything old in our heart chakra that needs to come to the surface to heal will come forward. Then we have the Chariot, triumph, moving forward, number 7. And then we have number 9, the end of suffering in silence. And at the bottom of the deck is 6, moving on. And this specifically is a deep dive today to help us all through this gateway. So we have the 7 of Cups that came in with a 5. I'll hold them all up and just channel in the information. With the Chariot, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh yeah, so with the Wheel of Fortune, there's going to be changing timelines, quantum jumping to a new timeline. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And then for suffering in silence, we have the star card. And moving on, moving forward, the universe, the world. I love it. Okay. All right. So this is the just 7 of Cups is the choose wisely, is the discerning and knowing that our energy is so valuable right now and that we need our energy. We need our energy through this powerful month. So there might be individuals, people, places, things that trigger things within you that make you not feel valuable, worthy. This is just an example. So let's say you go to hang out or connect with family or friends and they trigger something that's a point of, oh, there's something there. There's something that needs to be healed. So you also want to choose wisely with your heart through this time frame, okay? That we're all really, really sensitive starseeds, and we're healing a lot right now. So you use your energy wisely. You may not have as much energy to spend time with a lot of people through this gateway. So just really, really take care and make choices for yourself. The choice is always choosing ourselves, filling up that cup, and then feeling into is it the right time? You can always reschedule, okay? So with the Chariot, then we have the Chariot card. This is a very powerful acceleration gateway. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is changing timelines. So we can use this portal to quantum jump into a reality and a timeline that is a higher frequency and better for us individually, and of course then better collectively. Knight of Pentacles. Some of you are wishing for more abundance and prosperity, and there's already a timeline and a version of you through this gateway that has that, okay? And this is also a very positive energy of moving forward into a higher frequency and higher timeline, all right? Then we have an end to suffering and silence. So, reevaluate. Is there anything, anyone, any choice right now that is creating suffering in your life that is sometimes we can't help it, but you can notice where it is. And then, of course, we have new guides, new teams of light that are saying you can leave it at the door before you walk through the gateway and just say you're done. Okay, you can complete the cycle of suffering. And then overall, moving forward, moving on, surrender. Such a great message. Surrender to the universe. Surrender to your higher self and your team before the eclipse. So set all your intentions on the 13th and then surrender it back to the universe. And then just wait to land. I usually see a stop and start with my email. And I'll have to share with you all, I don't know, it was a week ago. I can't even remember. There's been so many planetary alignments, but my phone wouldn't charge. it would not charge. I woke up in the morning, it had completely drained. Within 6 hours, the planetary movement finished. I don't know if it was Neptune or Pluto. I can't remember. But anyway, could have been something. And within 6 hours, it started to charge. So that's the other thing with Mercury going retrograde, with all these changes. And Mercury does represent our physical body, but it also represents any technology, including cars. I was told to kind of give all of our technology a rest through this gateway. I've lost phones, cars have broken down, kettle has gone. So I would, even the night of the 13th, shut off everything as you can. Give Reiki, tell all of your appliances that you love them, give them all a rest through the gateway. But they're also, if you think about it, there's crystals and everything, and all our technology, including all the technology in cars now. So they too are having to go through this process of this energy, and it's big right now. Yeah, so that's one thing they wanted to share with you. Yeah, and you might notice also there might be, like, we just did a timeline jump even with the clocks being changed, and you might notice that. You might notice that you go in a room, come out, and there's been time that's been lost on your phone and your computer. So pay attention to that, okay? But there was a big reset on the 9th. There was a big blackout period on the Schumann resonance. So that was really, really cool. I love that there's quite a representation. Also, the day that the Schumann was 100%, it was all red. And that was also a representation of how intense the energy was. And that was the day, yes, Sunday into Monday. I found the energy very intense where I am because I have a galactic portal right behind me. So for you all, a little background for me. For years, I couldn't even be in my area because it was so powerful. So I moved around a lot, but I have actually adapted to this area. I've been actually doing really, really good. But yesterday was just, if you all were, let me know how you were feeling yesterday and Sunday, because I feel like we really got slammed from both sides. From solar energy, all the gateways open for the eclipse, as well as Gaia herself. So Gaia kind of boosts our root chakra, and she shifts everything in our lower chakras, and then the solar flares are upgrading our upper Stargate system. Okay, let's pull a unicorn message, and then I'll come and check if there's any questions before I have to head off. Unicorn of Passion came in. Wow. Okay, so the message is, do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. No kidding. So the retreat of energy is to increase our vitality, to re-look at everything. That's what Mercury retrograde is about. Re-look at everything. I'm going to do the same. Where is joy and passion lacking in our current reality? And then make a shift to start adding a little bit of that back into your life. Okay. Thank you for that, unicorns. That's amazing. I'm going to pull a dragon and a crystal, and then I will come over and see. This just came in for a client session. Silver dragon. Oh my gosh, I love the dragon so much. So this is the silver energy is a very powerful energy, just as powerful as gold. It's a metal. Some of you might be called to use colloidal silver at this time, but the silver dragon is helping us, and there's a key there. Silver dragon will help us through this gateway to illuminate our potential and our higher light, and telling us to go within, look at our soul. What is our heart guiding us to do? We have untapped resources, and we're to see higher possibilities. So I see a massive opportunity of downloads and activations through this portal. And I'm going to pull a crystal for us. Then I'm going to just check if there's like one question, and then I'm going to have to jump to the next live. Moonstone. Ha! Perfect for the full moon. Moonstones are also a very great energy to help with powerful transitional energies as well. It sort of calms our whole system down. So Moonstone is what has come in for us, and it's for the moon cycles, number 28. Okay, so I'm feeling a great pressure. This is where my barnacle left it. So it's called the Ultra Major. It's called the Zeal Point. It is called the Old Brain. It carries all of the old information, imprints from, our lives, from past lives, from multidimensional timelines, and also like soul contracts and ancestral imprints. So a lot of energy is clearing out here for all of us. And guess what's at the front? the throat. So there's a big piece that's leaving. All of you are here, and all of you who watch this later, there's a big piece of energy that's leaving here. And for me, it's been a little uncomfortable. I've been using, well, besides meditation, I've been using peppermint oil, a little roll-on that I created. So just know if anyone's experiencing headaches or aches and pains anywhere. I will tell you, this morning I woke up, one side of my spine was being worked on and cleared, and then the other side, and it felt uncomfortable. It felt kind of achy, and then it just cleared. If you have a grounding mat or use anything like that, even a little heating pad will help right now with any aches and pains, as well as hydrate. I can't suggest hydrating enough. Okay, let me just see. You know what, Stanton? I don't know if I could. I think if anyone has like a collective message for everyone, that would be good. If Stanton, I would suggest maybe coming to the live readings, because there might be information that comes in for you as well. I feel like right now, everything is up in the air with eclipse. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So think about, there's this like a bicycle wheel. Yeah, there's a bicycle wheel. So you could go many different, I'm getting goosebumps. You could go many different directions, and there is no wrong way. But I've been where you've been, when there's uncertainty, it's like you don't have enough information yet. And so you're just to pause. And they're always suggesting, especially when Mercury's retrograde, we're getting a lot of downloads and information and insights, and we'll have a clear understanding of what steps we should take by the end of the retrograde. So that will be like the first week of April. Okay. Does anyone else have a question about the eclipse or anything before I jump off? And if not, everyone is welcome to the readings. Everyone's welcome to the readings. It's going to be a big party anyway. And I always find whoever comes to the live, that there is information that comes in for everyone. Okay. I think that's it. Beautiful High Vibe Tribe. Again, anyone watching now or on the replay, have a wonderful eclipse. I hope everyone does well for the rest of the week. If you would like to book with me, lots of offers on right now. Again, website, email, and I still have availability to help through the eclipse season. All right, sending aloha, everyone. I will see you in the next live. Take care. Bye. Thanks for coming.